Hey everybody, Jasmine here with Houston Financial's Credit Repair. I'm the owner and founder of this group, the owner and founder of Houston Financial's Credit Repair. And so I just need you guys to comment and let me know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, comment 1 so I can make sure that everything is showing up good. If you can hear me, comment 1 so I can make sure that everything is showing good. And other than that, hey y'all. I missed y'all. I haven't been on live in a minute, but today we're going to talk about a way that you can build credit using your debit card. For everyone, for those of you who can't get approved for a credit card, then this is a great way for you to build credit. It's a great way for you to build credit with no hard inquiry. And it's only based off of your income. It's not one of those things where it's based off of your credit score. You can get approved just based off your income. So if you can hear me, go ahead and type 1 in the comment section and let me know that you can hear me. And I'm gonna share my screen because I want to talk to you about it so you can see it and kind of like walk through with me so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Y'all let me know when y'all can see it. Let's see, here we go. All right, if you can see my screen, let me know. Say yes, I can see it, or just say I can see it. If you can see my screen, say I can see it. Hey y'all, hey, thank y'all so much. We got Carmelita, we got Kelly, Jocelyn, Sarah, Miss Daniels, Christy, Monique. All right, y'all. So what is this thing that I was talking about? A way that you could build credit. You can build credit 100% free. That's the beauty of it. Okay. Now I will say, if you, depending on what your income is, you may have to put a deposit down. But most people, they do get approved with just, up to $1,000. So this is something that we're going to check out. All right. All right. So one thing. So what is Grain? What you're looking at is an app called Grain. Okay. So what is Grain? It's basically an app that you download to your phone. And it's only available to people who have an iPhone. So if you have an Android, guys, you have to go to the website, which is www.trygrain.com. You have to go to their website and you have to join the waiting list for an Android. If you have an Android, it won't work for you right now. Now, if you're someone who has an Android and then you also have an iPad, if you own an iPad, then you can download Grain to that iPad and you can use it on there, and it will just, it'll be yours. But Android phone, you will not be able to use it. It's not available to you yet, but they do have a waiting list. Okay. Another thing is, if you want to fact check this, if you're not sure of what it is, what's going on, again, go to www.trygrain.com for more information or to learn information on it before you trust the site. But from what my research, it is pretty credible, and it's a really good ordeal. It's a good deal for you to build your credit. Now, how it works is, you're going to download the app. You're going to go to your Google Store on your iPhone or your iPad, and you're going to download the app called Grain. The next step, so it's 3 steps to it, guys. So the next step is you're going to connect it to your checking account, your primary checking account. All right. Now, the step number 3 is they're then going to give you access to a revolving line of credit, which is, again, based on your income. Now, after you have been approved, they're then going to let you know, like, hey, you were approved for this amount. And in order for you to get the funds, what you have to do is you have to go into the app and withdraw it from that account, and then they're going to deposit it into your bank account. How awesome is that? Really, really, really good. Okay. So here are the pros. Okay. So here are the pros of the account. Have you guys, some of you may have heard about this before, and then some of you may have not. So if you've heard of this Grains account before, comment in the comment section, yes, I have heard of it before. Or if you haven't heard of it before, comment a 2. So if you heard of it before, comment 1. But if you haven't heard of it before, comment a 2. Just to let me know of how many people kind of know what it is, and then how many people don't. And then if it has helped you, you can also help our credit family by letting us know how, it has helped you and where it has taken you from to where you are now. All right. So Carmelita says 2, I haven't heard of it. Christy says 2, I haven't heard of it. All right, cool. So this is some good information then. Monique says 2, I have not heard of it. Okay, good. Tracy hasn't heard of it. All right. So the pros of this account, you guys. The pros are they're going to help you with the line of credit based off of your income and not your credit score. Now, again, this is so powerful because a lot of people just can't get approved for a credit card. Like I was even one of those people where I was one of those people where I tried to get approved for a secure credit card and I got denied every single time because my credit was just that bad. Okay, so this would be something that when I was in that stage, it would definitely help. It would have helped me and gave me a leg up or a boost. So if you're someone who can't get approved for a secure credit card and you just need that head start, then this would be a perfect account for you. Another thing, it's not going to cost you a hard inquiry. Okay, now that's always good because anytime you apply for something, you're going to get a hard hit or you're going to get what we call a hard pull. Nobody wants a hard pull because it's going to lower your credit scores every time you do it. So we're not trying to go backwards in our credit repair process or our credit repair journey. We're trying to go forward. So this is why it's so important that, this app does not do a hard pull. That's a great benefit. Another thing is, once you're approved for like the money, after you have withdrawn it from the app, it goes directly into your bank account. Now you may ask, well, how long does it take for me to get approved? It'll only take a few minutes for you to know. So that's pretty fast. Another thing is, let's see, all you have to do is you just have to use your debit card exactly the way you have been doing it. Use your debit card the way that you have been doing it. And make sure that you use it responsibly. Okay. So some of the cons that I looked at, I will tell you this. You will not get an actual credit card. That's what I would say the cons is. You will not get an actual credit card. You'll just get a line of credit, but that's still good, y'all, because they're going to report to the credit bureaus that you're using it every single month, and it's going to report to all 3 of them. That's really great because you don't want to be making on-time payments to an account and they're only reporting it to one credit bureau. Like if I'm paying my bills on time, I want them to report it to everybody. Let everybody know that I'm doing a good job. So that way, if you go and you go and you try to get a line of credit from someone else and you've been paying everything on time, but when they look at one specific, let's just say they pull that one specific person and it's something that you really, really want. If they're not reporting to all 3, then you just missed out on an account. Okay, so we want to make sure that we got our ducks in a row all across the board. Okay, so that's the reason why that's a good thing. Now, from what I saw on the site, it could be only available in selected states. So you'll probably have to go on the website and just check it out and see like which states it might be available to you. But it pretty much should be pretty good for the most part. I tried to go in there and weed out which states it was so that I could tell you guys that information. But just go on the website and just try for the most part if it's something that you're wanting to do. Now, here are a couple things that you should know about using this card. The APR rate on this card is anywhere from 12% to 26%. The lowest being 12%. So that's not as bad. Again, if you can't get approved for a secured credit card, this would really be good for you. So again, make sure you use it responsibly. You want to make sure you use it responsibly. Treat it like just like any other credit card. Okay, treat it like any other credit card. We want to make sure you keep the utilization low. If they give you, just because they approve you for a whole 400, that doesn't mean that we're supposed to use the whole 400, right? That is high, but most of the credit cards, when you don't have good credit, when you don't have good credit, you're gonna get starter cards. Your starter cards are always gonna be high because no one is trusting you right now. If it's something for you to build with, so you're not gonna go straight in with a great interest rate because you know someone who doesn't have good credit, they may not be there yet. So let's see. I already told you that it reports to all 3 credit bureaus. And also another great thing is you can ask for a limit increase. So this is good because they allow you to ask for it every 3 to 6 months. And some people actually don't do that. Like they make you wait 6 months or sometimes a whole year. So it's pretty cool that they allow you to ask for a limit increase every 3 to 6 months. Now, before you ask for a limit increase, you should always ask them, even if you're doing it with your bank, always ask them, hey, if I apply for this credit limit increase, will it cost me a hard pull? Because some banks will do an internal pull or an in-house pull where it doesn't affect your credit. It doesn't do a hard pull. It's only a soft pull. So before you do that, always make sure you ask your bank or grain, even if you do decide to do it. Another thing that you should know, again, is based off the income, and I'm guessing when they say this, they're meaning like it's based off how much money is actually in your account. So so the last thing I want to tell you, like, if you are someone who ends up having to put a deposit down, the reason you're having to put a deposit down is for the simple fact that you may have they may consider you risky, and you may not have that much in your bank account, and so that's the reason why you would have to put a deposit down. And it's just like a regular secured card. You have to, in those cases, you would have to put a secured card, a deposit down on that account. So that's the reason why you might have to do that. Now let me go ahead and switch back over. Do you guys have any questions about that so far? Any questions? Do we have any questions? Do y'all got questions so far? Did I freeze? Okay, there we go. I'm back. So I saw that Miss Daniel said that she downloaded it. She said she downloaded it last week. So that's good, Miss Daniels. Let us know how it works for you. If it increases your credit scores, let us know that. That'll be pretty cool. In this group, you know, we hold each other accountable. We support one another. So y'all, if y'all see, again, I just want to highlight that. If you see a member in the group who needs help or who's asking a question that maybe you already answered the questions to, make sure you answer that person, because that's just you holding, you're being supportive. The group will not be a great experience if we don't continue to help each other, if we don't continue to respect one another. And I'm not, that's all I ask you guys to do. Like, you don't have to, when I answer your question, to pay me back in return. Be active in the group. Help your other members. That's all I ask you to do. So how do you make the payments? You will go inside the app and make the payment. Again, you do have to link. Step 2 will be linking your bank account. You do have to link your checkings account to it. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it. Y'all just make sure, again, y'all just post any questions you have. That's what we're here for. And support one another. If you guys want me to continue to bring you this good content, this new stuff, the hottest stuff on the block, just thank me by supporting other members in the group. If someone has a question, you know the answer, you already asked the question, help them. Like we can't get anywhere just watching and letting the other person suffer and you know, we just sit back and be silent. We can't get anywhere doing that. We have to help one another. We have to support one another. So that is the whole point of this community. That the name of the group is called Grain. No, I have not done it. I have a client currently who has. But the name of the group is Grain. Not group, the website. Go to www.trygrain.com. So yeah, so she says I'm on the fence with linking my bank account. So you don't have to do it. This is just something this is just a recommendation for those of you who want that extra line of credit. You don't have to do this. You can just you can try it. You do not have to do it. It's not a requirement. This is just me bringing you information that I learned that I know works because it worked for one of my clients. So you don't have to do it. I definitely understand that though. And I just posted the website. It's www.trygrain.com. Yes, self is really good. That's one of the things that we recommend here in the group all the time. It's basically you open up an account. To get started, it's like $9 to $15, and after that, you just make a monthly payment of $48. I always recommend my clients do the $48 one because it's only for 12 months. They have another one where it's $150. You could do that one. You could do that one for 12 months, but I just feel like that's a bit expensive, especially if they're paying for credit repair. They have cheaper ones where you can pay $25 a month. And what self is, y'all, because I kind of move fast. What self is, for those of you who don't know, it's an account where you save money and build credit at the same time. So those monthly payments that I was just talking about, when you make those monthly payments, their self is going to report to the credit bureaus that you're doing it. And while you're making those payments, they're going to hold it and sit it into a secured loan account. So after you reach that term loan, whatever you decide, if you decide to do the 12-month or the 24-month, at the end of that 12-month or the 24-month, they're going to unlock the account and give you all of your money back. They're going to send you a check in the mail. So if you move, make sure you update your address with them, because that's where they're going to send that check at, like where you signed up with the account. All right. So self is really, really good. I recommend that to a lot of people. It's an installment loan. The reason why I recommend that to my clients is because if you're in the process of wanting to purchase a home, you want to make sure that you at least have 3 revolving accounts on your credit report, because the lenders are going to look at that. They like to see at least 3 and 1 installment loan. So your student loans, they won't necessarily count. You want to have something outside of student loans, because your student loans factor into something else when it comes to getting approved for a mortgage loan all by itself. Another thing is, like, a lot of people, like, if everybody on here, if you're someone who's watching this and you want to get approved for a home loan, I want to tell you guys something. Start saving your money now. Start saving your money now, because lenders love to see that. They want to see that. And then just make sure that while you're saving your money, you're not bouncing it around, moving it from account to account. Pick an account that you're going to use, especially when it comes to, like, when you're getting a home, because they're going to check everything. They're going to be all up in your business. So you want to make sure that you pick one specific account that you save your money to, and make sure you keep a track record of where this money is coming from. So if you're moving it from one bank to the other, what you want to do is you want to write a check to yourself. Okay, write a check to yourself, letting them know that it came from this specific account, and then you go deposit it in the other one. You want to make sure that you have all of this stuff. Another thing, if you're in the process, you want to purchase a home, make sure you don't go out and get a brand new car. Don't do it, because it's going to factor into your DTI. It's going to factor into your DTI, and that's going to affect the amount of home that you're going to be able to get. And I'm teaching you guys this because I see a lot of times where we may help a client get their credit scores where it needs to be, but because they went out and purchased a brand new car, the lender is now saying, well, your DTI is too high, or because of the car, it's showing that you don't really make enough. You can't really afford to get this home loan. So I'm gonna also be bringing you guys more home ownership tips so that you can be good in that area. We don't want to fix our credit, and now we got good credit now, but we still can't get the things that we wanted. We can't make that big purchase that we wanted. So it's important that you know the proper steps as well to home ownership. My Jewelers Club is really good. I recommend them all the time. Now, my Jewelers Club is something that I do have reporting on my credit report to this day. I got it about 3 years ago, I think. I never let it close because my Jewelers Club reports that you have a $5,000 line of credit on your credit report. All you have to do when you first sign up with my Jewelers Club, all you have to do is go to their website and make one purchase. After you make that one purchase and you pay it off, once you pay off, because you're going to be purchasing a piece of jewelry, it's just like fingerhood. Have you guys ever heard of fingerhood? If you've heard of fingerhood, drop a 1 in the comment section. If you heard of fingerhood, drop a 1 in the comment section and let me know. Let's see how many people have heard of fingerhood. All right. So all right. So what my Jewelers Club is basically you go on their site, you are basically requesting to become a member. To become a member with my Jewelers Club is going to cost you $99. And then they require you to purchase something that's at least $100. So now our total is at $200. I'm sorry, like somewhere in there, $200. So when you check out, the only thing they require you have to pay the membership fee, okay, to become a member with them. And for them to start reporting on your credit report, you have to do 2 things. You have to become a member with them, which is $99, and you have to make a purchase of at least $100. So when you make a purchase of $100, they don't require you to pay the whole $100 that day. So let's just say I went on my Jewelers Club site today and I requested to get a line for them to start reporting $5,000 on my report. So I'm gonna pay the $99 today, and I'm gonna put a piece of jewelry in my account in my cart that's $100 at least, no more than $130, because the more the jewelry is, the more you're gonna have to pay it off, like over the course of so many months. So once you go to the website, can you give me some tissue? Once you go to the website, once I go to the website, I'm gonna have to pay the $99, and then I'm gonna have to put a piece of jewelry in my account that's like $100. So at the end of it, they're gonna say, well, hey, you don't have to pay the whole $100 for the jewelry right now. All we asking you to do is pay 50% of your jewelry. So once I agree to that, right, they're going to have it set up to where I'm basically gonna pay $149 or $150 at checkout, because now my balance is $50 left. Because remember, our jewelry was $100, but they only require me to pay 50%. So it's $150 now when I get to the end of my cart. And so basically, they're just going to start reporting that you have a $5,000 line of credit with them. And the best part about it is unsecured, and they report to all 3 credit bureaus. The reason this is so important is because lenders look at how much, like when you apply for a certain credit card, they look at your highest line of credit on your credit report. They're going to look at your highest line of credit, and they're also going to look at your available line of credit all together. So if you got one credit card for $300 and you got another credit card for $200, in total, you have available line of credit of $500. Okay, so with only $500, it's kind of gonna be hard for you to get approved for a $5,000 credit card because they don't see that you can handle $5,000. They only see that you can handle 500. So where my Jewelers Club comes in is if we got 2 credit cards that we can physically use and we add my Jewelers Club, now we have $5,500. And so now when we go and apply for a credit union or another credit card, now when they pull our credit report, we have $5,500. And so now it's available for us to get approved for more money. And the benefits of getting approved for more money is because if we only have a $500 credit card, we can only spend 30% off that credit card before our score starts to plumber. That's not what we want. We want to get approved for higher limit credit cards. So that way, if we have a $5,000 credit card limit, right? Now we can spend up to, I'm gonna add a 0 because I think that's what you're supposed to do. 30% of 5,000 is now 1,500. Is that right, Cam? Let me Google it and make sure. I ain't good with math, y'all. Okay, so I'm right. So do you see how we went from, do you see why higher limit credit cards is so important and why it's so strategic for you to get approved for higher limit credit cards and why my Jewelers Club is so important? Like a lot of times I'll tell people, I say, hey, you need to get my Jewelers Club because of this. They still don't want to do it because they're looking at the fact that you're having to pay money for jewelry that they don't use or jewelry that's really, really ugly because the jewelry is ugly. But if you learn to leverage the credit system, you'll be able to get approved for anything that you want at any limit that you want. When you see these people getting approved for $20,000 credit cards, it's real. It's real. What they did was they added my Jewelers Club. They added Hud and Chase. They added what's the other one? What is the other one? Hud and Chase, my Jewelers Club. Shoot, let me think. No, not Self. Oh, New Coast Direct. So New Coast Direct gives you $5,000 too. So when they add all of this stuff on there that equals up to high limits or high numbers, now when the lenders put their credit report, the lender's looking at, oh, overall, you're responsible with managing $10,000. So I think we can approve you for an actual credit card with $10,000, or hey, we'll even give you 15 because you've been making all of those payments on time. So we trust you with it. So that's the reason why, that's the benefits of my Jewelers Club. That's why it's so important. Don't think about how the jewelry is ugly. Don't think about how the jewelry is, you're not really gonna use it. Trust me, I ordered from them one time and I've been had that account for 3 years straight. And it helps. No, so okay, so somebody just said, Candace said, do you have to keep buying jewelry? Nope. You order, they want you to now. They want you to. But I don't do that because I said, I made sure I asked the lady. I said, do I have to order some jewelry every time I renew my stuff? And that might be something that they add on to keep people spending money with them. But right now, they do not. You do not have to keep buying jewelry. You just gotta do it at one time. But make sure your account don't close, because what I do is at the end of the 12-month period, because they report for a whole year after you make that one payment. It's a credit card, but it's not a physical card. You can only use it on their site. So like Fingerhood. But if you let that account, if you close it, then you'll have to do a whole nother membership. So what I do is when they send me that email at the end of the year, they say, hey, your membership is about to end. So go ahead and pay $99 to keep this reporting. So I just make sure I pay the $99. So that's how you can avoid continuing to have to pay jewelry. Does lenders know this as well about what? They've been around since I was a baby. Fingerhood. Oh, finger hood. What y'all laughing at? I can't see the comments. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to get ready to jump off, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all this grain tip. And if you decide to use it, post in the group. Let us know, like, hey, I did it. I'm also get my client to come in here and let him tell you how he used it and how it has helped him boost his credit scores, okay? All right. Yeah, it's Self, My Jewels Club, New Coast Direct, and Hud and Chase. I could post Hud and Chase too before I go. Someone says, hey Jasmine, I was told that even though we disputed, but it leaves a negative and red flags on our credit. That's what a creditor told me today because I guess I was trying to get me to their program, but I didn't get their program, but because I told them I'm working on whole credit. No, that's not true. That's not true. But y'all, I'm about to go ahead and jump off. If y'all have any more questions, make sure you post them in the group, okay? All right, good night, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with me.